course, there's a lot of chores that was ignored. Of course, if it's a spice, tab. I think it's official that I am out of the reading slump. So, if you guys don't know, I have been in a reading slump since January, and there are months that I have been pushing myself to read at least one book. It's July 21st, Monday, that I have decided that I will create a new content for everyone and take advantage of me getting out of the slump and try to read as many books as I can. This is another reading vlog. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Jelaine, and if you've been here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for today's reading vlog, we are actually going to try and challenge myself to read 200 pages a day for a week. So we are going to do that. I wanted to challenge myself, and of course I wanted to read a lot of books since I'm getting back into my reading zone and I am already out of the slump. Today is a Monday and we will start reading today. I wanted to start this challenge with The Striker by Ana Huang. This is also part of the Bookish Bunch Book Club's Chunky Read. So it's like, aside from our book of the month, we also have other activities to keep everyone in the book club active and just for us to have discussions about the book. So this is what I have decided to read, and I have not decided any other books yet. After this month is so good for my reading girly inside me. And you know, I think I already finished 5 or 6 books this month, which I was really surprised because last month I think I just only finished 1 book. Happy. And of course we have a Discord with my book club members, which is always active, so we always talk there, and that actually helped me get out of the slump. And look at this. I think this is the page cover and stuff like that. It's so gorgeous and cute. And I am quite excited for this book because this is like interconnected with the Twisted series. I believe the male main character in this book was mentioned in the Twisted series books. The way I'm going to count my pages is I'll be using Bookmori. If you guys don't know that, this is what the app looks like. This is like an app that can help you track your reading. So it's pretty much like Goodreads or Fable. I also have like a library in here, but I mainly use this to track my reading every day. I don't think I can commit to reading 200 pages every day. Hopefully, we could get through this in a week. So this is the best app that I would highly, highly recommend. I'll try to check if I could see any links that I could put in the description box so you guys can install it as well or download. And my book club also uses this if they just wanted to check their calendar, if they wanted to track their progress when reading. And this is what it looks like. It has like a book calendar. And when you click it, you can actually see the details of the days when you're reading it. So the last book I read was Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. And it shows here when I completed it. I completed it last July 18 of 2025. And here's other details that can be very useful for you just in case you have goals or if you're trying to do the same challenge as me. It will show you here how many hours and pages you read for the day. And I wanted to actually read other genre for now because my last book was Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. And it's really heavy. It's really hard. Heartbreaking. I think all of the emotions is in that book, and I wanted to have a palate cleanser before anything else. So I think that's another reason why it's hard for me to pick another book. So enough with the talking. Try to update you if I'm able to finish 100 pages today. And in case that I won't be able to read 200 pages today, I will try to fill up the pages that I was not able to finish the next day, just for us to fulfill the days I was not able to complete 200 pages. That makes sense. Wang. Ana Huang never fails to make you smile and laugh and giggle. I just finished 109 pages and I'm just gonna take a rest because I don't want to feel burned out reading the book. I will continue reading later. After that, I'm on chapter 13 and that's page 110. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick my thoughts about the book. If I'm going to be very honest, I do actually miss Ana Huang's book. Her slow burn. She never failed to make me smile, make me giggle, stomping my feet when I feel something like a butterfly in my stomach. That's why I really like her books. And I am enjoying this so far. And I think I just got used to reading easy to get kind of girls in the book. Because this book, the female main character, which is Scarlett Dubois, she like Asher Donovan. She's not super hard to get. She's not easy to get, if you know what I mean. She's like on the point where she's got her walls up. You have to get through her, to understand it. You need to get to know her, not just in bed, but you also have to understand that she has trauma, she has challenges, she has this setback, she has this doubts and regrets. She has memories and pasts. So maybe that's just what I missed. That's why I'm so happy that Ana Huang is back on our book of the month. Quite happy how their growth, starting from being friends to lovers. We have to expect that they're gonna be lovers. But the relationship, their growth to becoming to that part is something I really think is close to reality. It's just that I'm just curious, Ana Huang. Why does it have to be 600 pages? What's in this book? And at first I thought it's at chapter 12, we're going to get the spies in that chapter right away. I mean, that's new to Ana Huang if that's what's gonna happen, but no, I was wrong. The love, the tension, the chemistry between them is now starting to build up, which I really like. For some reasons, I don't know. Maybe I am really a slow burn kind of girl. Enough with the talking. We will continue reading this later. Okay, so I have done a lot of things already, and I am ready for another 100 pages to complete my 200 pages today. I'm done for today. And I finished 211 pages today. Because I don't know, I just don't want to finish. I don't want to end the day and ending the book in the middle of the chapter. So I ended chapter 21 and I am so ready to read this tomorrow. I just wanted to commit to reading 200 pages a day, so I'm not gonna read more than that. I have already read 211 pages. I have 11 pages extra for today. All I can say is I am really liking this. I'm not quite sure if I already mentioned the synopsis of the book. So first here is we will be introduced to Asher Donovan, but if you guys are not aware yet or if you haven't read the Twisted series, Asher Donovan was already mentioned in the Twisted Game series, which is on the book 2 Twisted Games and the third book Twisted Hate. He was already mentioned there. He has a foreshadowing there, and I'm not expecting that he is going to have his own book. Going back, so Asher Donovan is the greatest football player in the world and transferred to a different football team, which is the enemy of his former team. And then he had a rivalry between one of his team members now, which is Vincent Dubois. They lost their game. I think it's their first game together as a team and they lost. So their coach decided to put them into like a training for them to build whatever or fix whatever issues that they're having together. And then they will be training the whole summer in the Royal, I think it's with ballet. That's it. I forgot. Or it's a Royal Ballet kind of thing. Royal Ballet Academy. So they have to train together to clear the air, and maybe that will help them have a better teamwork rather than them having this competition even though they're already in a team. And the trainer that will train them, this training with ballet is Vincent's sister, which is Scarlett. Now, Vincent has to go to their dad in Paris. His brother needs to stay in Paris to take care of their dad. Their session still continued, so it's just a one-on-one session with Asher and Scarlett. And what's happening is they're starting to build this friendship. It's too obvious that they like each other, but that's what I like about Ana Huang. She actually built the story from, I don't know, there's really a conflict in the story, and it's not a normal conflict at all, if I'm going to be very honest, and it's very relatable. Or maybe I'm just really burned out with the mafia romance that I have read this past few days, but I really missed Ana Huang's writing. I really love the striker. It's just that it's too long, but I do understand it because I do love the conflict in every chapter of this book. I like the part where they have to pretend that they don't like each other. They've already kissed, which is I'm surprised. So I have to stick with slow burn for now. So I don't know, but I don't want to get burned out with Ana Huang right away. So after I read this, I am thinking of reading Ali Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. I don't know, but tomorrow we will continue reading this because I am on the part where Asher and Scarlett is like trying to avoid this mutual feelings that they have for each other just because, of course, Scarlett is Vincent's sister and Vincent is like an enemy to Asher. So they're trying to keep each other at arm's length, but they both know that they can't do it. Asher is really attracted to Scarlett. It's like the way Ana Huang wrote Asher's description or how Asher feels about Scarlett is just something like magical and new to him. It's like that the way he explained it is that he's been with other girls, but it's like his first time seeing and feeling this kind of feeling towards Scarlett. And I don't know, I think Scarlett was just so attracted with Usher and she realized that Usher has like a different attitude and she's starting to get attracted to him. So I think I'm liking it. And if I'm going to be very honest, the foreshadowing of Asher Donovan in Twisted Games and Twisted Hate, he doesn't seem like a F-boy like the one that is mentioned in this book. He looks like a nice guy. So I am really intrigued. I think we will get into the spicy part of this book as early as chapter 22, which is a new thing for me because Ana Huang's spicy parts on the Twisted series took forever, but it's worth the wait. So I am excited and I'm also excited how they will resolve this issue or how are they going to have this relationship, especially Scarlett's sister is the number one enemy of Asher Donovan in this book. So I am talking too much. We will go ahead and continue this tomorrow and we'll see how I would feel about the book after that. Hello everyone. So today is Tuesday and we're going to start reading another 200 pages of The Striker by Ana Huang. So I'm not sure if I was able to update yesterday. As per my bookmark, I was able to read 211 pages yesterday. So I will try to read another 200 today and I think it's gonna be more than 200. So I'm supposed to finish 411 today. Damn. And my last chapter should be chapter 40. This is the last one. Hopefully, we can finish it. And I might update you guys after I finish the first 100 pages of the book. And then I'll go back after 100 because I don't want to burn myself out. I need to do some errands as well after that. So we'll have a short break before continue reading another 100 of this book. So let's go ahead and start reading. Chapter 22, Ana Huang, that was too early. He ate me out like I was his last meal. Damn, girl. Oh my god, Asher Donovan, the man you are. So, I just finished 100 pages of The Striker by Ana Huang, and I am really liking it so far. A lot of people on social media said that it was so unnecessary for this book to be 600 pages long, but I think it is quite necessary for me if I'm going to be very honest because I think Ana Huang's goal is to share both the story of both of the female main character and the male character. So I think she is able to express that here completely the way they felt in the book, and I think some books are focusing more on the spicy parts rather than the plot. So I think Ana Huang's goal here is not just the spicy part but also the plot and the conflict in the book, which I really like. And I'm already on the conflict part. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg, but I'm already there and I'm actually liking it. I also love how Scarlett is seeing the real Asher Donovan. It feels like Alex Volkov in Twisted Love. It's like he's willing to pay a fortune just for the comfort of their women. But maybe there's just a bit, I would say, just one comment I have noticed is that most of the men in Ana Huang's books are billionaires, and it's like they have purpose why they're billionaire, not just because they were written as billionaire. that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break. So we'll continue reading 100 pages more in a while. And then, so I am done with all the things I have to do. And now we're going back to reading. So sorry for my hair. Trying to curl my hair. The overnight heatless curls. That's why my hair is like this. So ignore it. We're gonna go back to reading. I'm on chapter 31. I think I still have 10 chapters left for us to finish 100 more pages. So yeah, I hope we can do this together. I am done for the day, and I think it felt like slower than yesterday. I don't know, for some reasons. Maybe I had a lot of things to do today. That's why it felt slower than yesterday. But I was able to finish 200 pages today. And tomorrow we will start chapter 41 of this book. And I really love the book so far. I love the conflict that Ana Huang adds to every character in the book. I think that's what I love about her. Even though there's a female main character and male character in her books, she still find ways to incorporate and highlight side characters in the book and will make you excited to read the next book. I believe the second book is The Defender, and I already know who is the male main character and who will be the female main character. I'm so excited to get that book. But I'm loving this so far. Asher and Scarlett have, I believe, they have one conflict as a couple. They also have conflicts personally. So I think that's what I like about Ana Huang's books as well, because it can actually help the characters grow and help, reader understand that even though it's just a fictional book, they have, or their character grows at the end of the book. But with all that being said, I think I can finish this by tomorrow, because to finish another 200 pages, and we'll see what's gonna happen. And also, by the way, I like the audiobook so much. Whoever did Scarlett and Asher's voiceover, they are so great. It's like you're reading the book, you have this TV inside your brain, and then their voices really match with what they feel. I think aside from Hunting Adeline, this is the second audiobook that I really like. I really like how Asher Donovan's voice in the audiobook is so sexy. It actually carried the whole story, to be honest. And I also like how funny Scarlett's voice in the audiobook as well. It's just, she's funny, to be honest. And I really liked it and I really enjoyed it. And I am feeling the book much better in that way. And that's the reason why I also enjoyed reading the book with the audiobook as well, because of that. But I'm talking too much. I need to rest. We need to sleep to get ready for tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning! It's the next day, Wednesday, and we are going to read The Striker. I just need to make lunch. I think this is the day that we're going to finish the book. I'll finish the first 100 later, and then we'll finish the last 100 tonight. I'm not quite sure what book I should read next. I think I should read Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, because I don't think I will be able to finish 200 today, just because I think the book has less than 200 pages left. So we will try to read a little bit of the Love Hypothesis and see what's gonna happen. But I heard a lot of good reviews about the book, and I believe it's gonna have a movie. I think it's time for me to read it. Giving away all your luxury car for a girl. That's not impressive, Ana Huang. A beautiful redhead. Is this Jules? I'm not reading that part yet, but I am guessing that she's in here. Ooh, it is Josh and Jules. They were mentioned here because they had one scene in Twisted Hate where they tried to date each other. Right? But it didn't work out because there's already something between Josh and Jules. If you only knew why Josh is not a fan of Asher Donovan. Asher Donovan. I had special editions made of all her titles so she could sign them for you in person.
No.
Having a famous billionaire boyfriend? Hello. Getting her favorite author on their 6-month anniversary. And getting all of her books in special edition and personally signed by the author. That's every bookworm's dream. Was sexy. That was spicy. Spicy is an understatement. So I'm actually finished with the book. I'm now on the epilogue 1 and epilogue number 2. I think this is just like few pages, so you can finish this. I am done with this book for today, but I have to check if I was able to read 200 pages today. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I love the character development of the characters in this book. I just felt a little sad about the backstory of Asher, why he wanted to do racing. It's like he didn't realize it for a long time, and then when he did, it just struck him and it just helped him with changing his character. I also like how Vincent and Asher become best friends, not just because of Scarlet, because they wanted their team to be the champion or better. They wanted to be like a family, not just teammates. I also liked how there's less spice. I think I would say there's just few scenes of spiciness in this book. It's not overwhelming. And I think that's one of the things I like about Ana Huang's books, because there's like the spice is not intense, it's not overwhelming, it's not every chapter. So I really love it and I really enjoyed it. I love it. I'll give this 5 stars. So I'll have to check if how many pages I read today, and then we'll continue reading a few more pages today to make sure I reach 200. I just checked my tracker and I was able to read 181 pages today, ending the whole book. And I need to read 19 more pages. I will read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood just because I have heard a lot of good things about the book, and also it's going to have a movie adaptation, and I like Lily Reinhardt, how do you say her last name? Really liked her because of what's their Netflix series? I forgot, but I used to like that. Not anymore for a lot of reasons, but that's besides the point. So I am going to read this and read 19 pages of this book. So I would probably read 2 chapters. I don't want to move to the next chapter and not finishing it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll just wrap this book up in a plastic cover, you know me, and do all my stuff. Check some tabs and then we'll read it in a while. So I'll get back to you guys. I'm done with wrapping my book up. We have Ali Hazelwood. I have my audiobook with me. I got my tabs, I got my highlighters, and I got my pens, and we are ready to read this bad boy. Ooh, Teddy Hamilton. I'm on the 4th page of this book and I got a little confused why the narrator calling Olive. I thought this is like a first person perspective, but this is a third person, so okay, I won't get confused now.
This is third person.
This is a first person.
So I just finished page 19. I am finding it a little funny. We all know that Ali Hazelwood has this humorous kind of story. So I'm liking it so far. I'm just surprised that on the first page, or no, is that on the first page? On the prologue part where she explained about wearing an expired contact lens, found it a little funny. So yeah, because I know a few people who did that in the past when I was younger, so it is kind of funny. First book I read from Ali Hazelwood is Bright. It's almost a 5-star, although there's some things that I really didn't like in that book, and I'll be very honest, I forgot the story. I know it's very political and it's about vampires and werewolves. There's only one thing I can remember there: the nutting part. If you know, you know. It's just the part that I don't like about it. But I guess it's okay, but still, it's a meh. We'll continue this. It's 11:51 and I have to take a shower, guys. I haven't taken a shower yet. We'll continue reading 200 pages tomorrow. And I think I can finish 3 books this week. Surprise, surprise. I haven't done that before. I'll see you tomorrow. So I was editing my vlogs and I have not realized that it's 5:42 p.m. already and it's Thursday. So I still have a few more days to finish this challenge. I really enjoyed editing the vlog that I'm supposed to post this Friday. I'm so sorry about that. So we are continue reading 200 pages today. So yesterday I started reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood and I read 19 pages of this book. Oh my god. I have more tabs for funny rather than the romance. I don't know what. I think I will give Ali Hazelwood's books a chance because of this. I just hope some of Ali Hazelwood's book is this good because The Bride, not really for me. I'm so sorry. I am also celebrating with Olive when Tom said that she's gonna see her in Harvard next year. I don't know, it's just I feel anxious with her report as well. I'm loving this. This is your redemption book for me, Ali Hazelwood. This is why things in relationships are so complicated when you could just make your life easier. But hey, there would be no plot if it's not complicated. Okay, so we didn't get the one bedroom I was expecting. So I just finished 200 pages today and I ended up on page 290. I am surprised that I'm actually liking this book. There's just thing that I wanted to say. Please, Miss Ali Hazelwood, do not write fantasy books anymore. The Bride, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I didn't like it, to be honest. I think that's your only fantasy book. I have 4 books from you. I really enjoyed it. I like the humor in the book. I like the progress. I like the character development. This book because it is really fun. It made me giggle. It made me like I don't know. It's nice. And like I said, it's better than Bride. Stop writing fantasy books. Stick with this. Rom-coms. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll read 200 pages again. And I think I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow because this is just like 393 pages. So I have to decide which book I am going to read next. So I think I'll be able to finish 4 books before the end of this week. So that's a lot. But I do actually have a great month. If I finish this tomorrow, it's going to be my 7th or 8th book for this month, which is crazy. But enough with the talking. Say, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. So today is Friday, and we are going to continue reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. And if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to finish this today and hopefully start a new book later to finish until Sunday. But I am quite impressed with myself. This is going to be the second book for this challenge. So I am quite very happy. I don't know what's happening with my audio. I think it's too loud or something. Hopefully it doesn't hurt your eardrums. But we're going to read this and finish the book. So we're gonna start now. My camera is about to die, but we will film everything until it dies. So yes, let's get on with it. the part I hate about this book. Just go ahead and tell him. It's not that complicated. You're gonna make it more complicated because you're not gonna tell him. Oh my god. But then again, there wouldn't be any plot if this is not part of the story, so. But life would be easier if you just tell him. God. My camera died. We are back and we are going to start reading the book again. I need to finish 200 pages. I have already read 23 pages. Not sure if you guys can see that. That's the proof. So I need to read 100 plus more. So let's go. Oh, grabe naman yan! This is so annoying. Just tell him already. Oh my god. This is really annoying. I almost gave this 5 stars, Ali Hazelwood, and we only have this much left. And you're doing this? Oh my god. I don't know how many chapters we are in this book now, but just say it. Oh my god. Hate it when people do that. I hate it when stories like that happen. Oh, minus 0.5 stars. So it's just 4.5 for now. We'll see what's the ending of this book and see if he can redeem it and get the 5 stars back from me. You just did not call her dad. That was good. I would say I'll give this 4 stars just because I think the bonus chapter is not really a bonus chapter. In my opinion, it's like just pretty much the same scene of the spicy part of the book. They just had Ted Hamilton to do the voiceover for Adam's POV. I know I was excited earlier, but I got disappointed. I got really disappointed just because I was expecting more. And like I said, it was almost a 5 stars. But then, I don't know. I'll just give this 4 stars. But it's a good book. I love it. I enjoyed it. The spice is okay, but I think the bonus chapter is not really necessary in my opinion. Just because it's like pretty much the same story of the spicy part. You could have just written a POV from Adam of how obsessed he is with Olive. You don't have to rewrite the whole spicy scene because it's like pretty much the same POV, to be honest. But I just finished this today and I am so happy. With all that being said, I was able to finish 137 pages today and I still have few more pages to go before I end this challenge today. So I need to think of a new book that I will read that I need to fill up the number of pages I need for today. So I think I'm going to read Happy Place because I really wanted to read that for a long time now. So I'll have to wrap it and get my materials needed and then we'll continue reading. See you in a while. My camera died for the second time today, but I am now going to read Happy Place by Emily Henry, and we are going to finish 63 pages today. I might not be able to film the whole thing, but I will do a lot of filming tomorrow for that, guys. Sorry. But for now, I'm just gonna read 63 pages for you guys. See you tomorrow! Today is Saturday and we are going to continue reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm liking it so far, so I need to finish this book up until I already have tabs to where I am going to finish. So I should be able to finish this today. So I'll try to see if I can finish half of it and then half of it tonight. But I'll try to read until 5 p.m. so we could, finish this challenge. So I just finished 200 pages today and I ended up at 264 and I will finish this book tomorrow. I think it's gonna be less than 200, so I will look for my next read that can fill up the 200 pages I need for tomorrow, and it's the last day of the challenge. My thoughts about this book is it's actually really sad. I think most of Emily Henry's books are sad, but it is quite relatable, to be honest. It's just hard that they have to go through a 1 week vacation trip with their best friends, and one of their best friends are planning to get married by the end of the week when they just ended their engagement, I think 5 months ago. It's just sad. I think there's a reason behind why they really can't be together, and right now I'm not sure if my prediction is right. I think they're still gonna end up together, but I'm thinking that they won't end up together. I don't know. We need to know what the reason is, and I think I will get to that part by tomorrow. I only have like I said, few pages left in this book. I am quite excited to know about that. So this book actually tells the story of their happy place, which is their past, and real life, which is their current situation. So maybe I could talk about more of this by tomorrow after I read it. But for now, we finished 200 pages. If I'm going to be very honest, I don't think I'm going to do this challenge again. It's quite tiring that I have to finish 200 pages every day, to be honest. But it did actually help me read a lot of books. I can commit to reading 200 pages every day. So today is Sunday, and it's the last day of this challenge. Me and Daddy woke up a little early. It's 7:45 a.m. So I think I have less than 200 pages left. So I have to think what's the next read. So I have to find another book later. I just finished Happy Place by Emily Henry, and I would definitely give this 5 stars. And I think this is going to be one of my favorite books of Emily Henry, just because of how emotional, relatable. I have this relief after reading the book for a lot of reasons. I'm not quite sure if I was able to provide a complete summary of the book from the previous clips, but this book follows Harriet, who just broke an engagement with her fiance, Win. She has his best friends that I think it's more like a ritual. They meet every year in this specific place. It was owned by Sabrina, one of Harriet's best friends. And like that's their happy place until they grew up together, and they have evolved from 3 BFFs to 5. Win and Harriet ended up being together, being engaged, and then Sabrina, and then Parth, Cleo, and Kimmy, which is not part of their original 5 friends. So after Kimmy and Cleo got into a relationship, they become into 6 friends, and I think they've been friends for a decade, and they've been visiting this cottage that was owned by Sabrina's dad. So that's how Win and Harriet met, and every year they have this like a 1 week vacation that they do together because they're best friends. When Harriet and Win broke up, they didn't tell their friends right away that they ended the engagement. They were forced to fake their relationship or fake that they're still engaged with each other. Then for a week, they have this itinerary that was created by Sabrina, and of course their friends didn't know that they ended up their engagement, so they have to pretend that they're still together. And that's how they realized that there's a lot of things that was unclear, that there were emotions that wasn't mentioned. Basically, it's a misunderstanding, miscommunication kind of story. And I think Harriet's character here is more on, she wants to please everyone in a way to make them think that she's okay, and she wanted to give them space, but in reality the people around her thinks that she doesn't care. But that's not what she's trying to do. What she's trying to do is, she doesn't want her burden to be her friend's burden. So what she's trying to do is make them feel that I'm okay, I'm good, and stuff like that. But in reality, she's not okay. And their friends think, or her friends think, even her fiance thinks, that she's not feeling anything. She's not opening up what she feels and stuff like that. That's what happened here. And that's how it ended up, Win feeling that Harriet doesn't want him in her life anymore. I don't know. I think this is a longer kind of explanation or review for this book, but I really liked it. There's a lot of things I have learned about this, about your happy place. What is your happy place? You always have to think of something that will make you happy, not think of how to please or make other people happy. That makes sense. Or I think it's just simply saying stop being a people pleaser. That's how you say it. I would say I am a little bit like that, but I am quite open to the people around me. I think my younger self was like that. I would say I'm like a people pleaser because I wanted to please everyone, because growing up is very hard. And I think that's also like what's in the book, because the book actually, it's written in two different timelines. The first timeline is their present time, which is real life as mentioned in the book, and the other timeline is happy place, where it is described their happy place, which is the cottage, and how Harriet met Win. So that's how the story goes. So at the very end, Harriet actually found her true happy place, and Harriet and Win ended up being together again, and she chose that happy place. She just let everyone know that this is what I want, this is what I need. It's like she prioritized herself already. That's why it became her happy place. In her happy place, it won't be happy without Win. So basically, it's like she prioritized herself, and then another priority that she really needs to have in her life is Win. I think that is quite a long explanation, but I really loved and enjoyed this book. I really do, and this is another 5-star. I don't think I do have any books that I gave her like less than 5 stars. I gave her Funny Story 5 stars. That's one of my favorite books this year that I read. And Win, the Man You Are, he is my favorite character in all of this, because to be honest, Harriet and Win's relationship is not similar to me and my husband's relationship. There are some parts in here that is quite similar, but not 100%, same as it is, because me and my partner, we've always talked about being open with emotions and feelings that we have for each other to clear the air. We don't want any misunderstanding or miscommunications in our relationship, because that's one thing that could mess up the whole relationship. That's what we always do. So I will read more Emily Henry books this year, because I really love this book. I will keep this for now because we are done with this book. But going back now to the challenge, I'm on my last day of reading 200 pages a day, and I finished 121 pages today. I still need to read 79 more pages. So I still don't know what book to read next. To be honest, where I could read 79 pages. I don't know. Maybe I should end this vlog right now, or let me think about it in a while, and then I'll get back to you guys and see what decision I have made. If I'm going to completely finish the 200 pages in this channel, even though it's not the same book, or I'm not gonna finish the book in this channel, or I'm just gonna finish it with Emily Henry. I'll get back to you guys. Let me just think. So, I have finally made the decision that 79 pages is a lot to skip for this challenge. So, I am going to read 79 more pages from The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli. Oh my god, how do you say it? I don't know how to read. Can someone please let me know how to say her last name? But this is The Crimson Moth. And I think this has a different cover or title. Let me check. So, this is a UK version of Heartless Hunter. So, this is a different version of that. So, we are going to read this. This is actually not my book. This is from one of my book club members, Riksha, and she won this from one of our book club raffles. And she wants me to annotate it before she receives the book. So, I will annotate the book, and I will read 79 pages from this book to finish this challenge today. And then I will give my final thoughts about this 200 pages a day in a week challenge. So I finished exactly 200 pages today, and I ended up at exactly page 79 of this book, which is The Crimson Moth, and I'm actually liking it, and I like enemies to lovers trope, to be honest. And I did cheat a little bit and check the story just a little on TikTok. And I think there's a lot of betrayal in this book, and I am very nervous about that. I don't know who's gonna be heartbroken. Is it gonna be Rune or Gideon? But unfortunately, I won't be able to share you guys my thoughts about this book because today is the last day of me doing my 200 pages a day a week. So here are my final thoughts. In this video, I was able to finish 3 books in total. And those books are The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, The Striker by Ana Huang, and Happy Place by Emily Henry. I am surprised with myself that I was able to finish and commit to finishing 200 pages every day. For someone like me who do a lot of things and wanted to do a lot of things, I am surprised that I was able to stick with that. But of course, there's a lot of chores that was ignored by reading 200 pages every day. I was able to finish a lot of books as well because I'm also listening to the audiobook of the actual book while reading it, just to let you guys know, because I'm comfortable that way. People has different preferences on how they read their book. That's just how I read mine. But if you wanted to try doing that, I highly recommend it. But if it's not your cup of tea, that's completely fine. That was also the reason I was able to finish a lot of books in a span of 3 days. And can you believe it? I was able to finish The Striker in just 3 days. Well, this is a very good book and I really like it. So I was able to, finish it and I can't put it down, that's why. And also I mean, all of the books I read in this challenge is really good. I am proud of myself. This is like good since I was able to get out of my reading slump. I'm taking advantage of it just in case I get into another reading slump before this year ends. So at least I was able to read a lot of books. With all that being said, would I continue reading 200 pages every day after this challenge? Definitely not. It's very tiring in my opinion, and I feel pressured whenever I'm reading the book because it feels like I have to make sure I finish this 200 pages. It's starting to feel like a chore rather than me enjoying the book itself. Although, like I said, all of the books I read for this week are very good, I still wanted to enjoy some of the books I wanted to read. I will stick with reading books for 2 hours every day. That's what I have been doing ever since I started reading. I think I'm more comfortable with that. I'll be sticking with that as long as I can. New improvement since I started reading 200 pages every day is I was able to bump up my speed for the audiobook. So before, I always have 1.5 times speed when I'm listening to the audiobook while reading. Now, I was able to bump it up to 1.85. And if I'm going to be very honest, right now, it feels like it's a little slow for me. Since this is a fantasy book and I wanted to understand this more, of course, we know that fantasy books has world building and all that stuff. I wanted to take my time and indulge in this book, which I am really liking it so far. So I might give my reviews and thoughts about this book on my next vlog, which hopefully I can post it really soon, but I am not quite sure about that. Yeah, and I am so proud of myself and I am happy we are able to finish 200 pages a day for 1 week. That's all for today's video. I had fun, I enjoyed the process, and if you wanted to watch more content and videos like this, I do have a playlist that you can watch that I will link on the description box below for you to enjoy and see other reviews, challenges, or other things that I have done in my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you on my next vlog.
Baby, when I look in your eyes,